Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
I always prided myself on being the calm one, the person who could rise above drama and keep my composure. But when I discovered my wife, Sarah, had been cheating on me, something inside me fractured. The betrayal wasn't just a crack in our marriage, it was a sledgehammer to everything I thought we'd built over 8 years. It started 6 months ago. Sarah had been distant, always glued to her phone, claiming it was work. I'm not the suspicious type. But one evening, when she left her phone on the counter, a message popped up from someone named Alex. It wasn't the words that caught me, it was the heart emoji and the casual intimacy of the tone. I unlocked her phone. We'd always shared passcodes, a trust I thought was mutual, and found a thread that gutted me. Flirty messages, plans to meet at a hotel, and worst of all, a photo of them together. Her head on his shoulder, smiling like she hadn't smiled with me in months. When I confronted her, she didn't even try to lie. "I'm sorry, Tom," she said, tears in her eyes. "It just happened. It doesn't mean I don't love you." I wanted to scream, but instead, I just told her to sleep on the couch. I didn't kick her out. I needed time to think, not about saving us, but about how to make her feel the same pain that was clawing at my chest. The idea for revenge came a week later. Sarah was a freelance graphic designer, and her biggest client was throwing an art gallery opening to showcase her work. It was a big deal. Local influencers, critics, and potential clients would be there. She'd been talking about it for weeks, excited to network and solidify her reputation. I saw my chance to turn her moment of triumph into a public humiliation. I reached out to an old college friend, Lena, who was everything Sarah wasn't: bold, glamorous, and unapologetically confident. Sarah had always been insecure about Lena, even though we'd never been more than friends. I told Lena about the affair, and she was all in for my plan. "Let's make her regret it," she said with a grin. The night of the gallery opening, I showed up in a tailored suit, Lena on my arm in a stunning black dress that turned heads the moment we walked in. Sarah was across the room, chatting with a client, but her eyes locked onto us immediately. Her smile faltered. I could feel the room's energy shift as people noticed us. Lena's laughter, my hand on her waist, the way we leaned into each other like a couple in love. I made sure to introduce Lena to Sarah's biggest client, dropping just enough charm to steal the spotlight. "Oh, Sarah didn't mention me?" I said with a smile. "I'm her husband, and this is Lena, my close friend." Sarah tried to keep her composure, but I could see her unraveling. She approached us, her voice tight. "What's going on, Tom?" I shrugged, plain innocent. "Just supporting your big night, babe." Lena wanted to see your work. The rest of the evening, I made sure we were the center of attention, laughing loudly, posing for photos, even sharing a dance in the gallery's open space. I wanted Sarah to feel small, exposed, the way I'd felt reading those texts. Then Lena took it further than we'd planned. During a toast to Sarah's work, Lena raised her glass, looked right at Sarah, and said, "To new beginnings and to the people who make life exciting." Then she kissed me, right there in front of everyone. It wasn't part of the script, but I didn't stop her. In that moment, I wanted Sarah to burn with the same jealousy and betrayal I'd felt. The room buzzed with whispers. Phones came out, capturing the moment. By the next morning, the kiss was all over social media, tagged with the gallery's hashtag. Friends texted me, some amused, others horrified. Sarah's clients started pulling back, one even canceled a contract, citing unprofessional drama. Sarah didn't come home that night. When she did, she looked like she hadn't slept. "You didn't just hurt me, Tom," she said, her voice shaking. "You ruined my career. You made me a laughingstock." I wanted to argue, to remind her of her betrayal, but the truth was staring me in the face. The stunt had backfired. Lena, loving the attention, started posting cryptic updates about new love, implying we were together. My coworkers, who followed the gallery's social media, started giving me side-eye. My parents called, disappointed, asking why I'd aired our dirty laundry so publicly. Sarah's friends painted me as the villain, conveniently forgetting her affair. Then came the real blow. Sarah filed for divorce, citing my public infidelity as the reason. She spun the narrative perfectly. Her affair was a private mistake, but mine was a spectacle. People bought it. I tried to explain, but the photos of Lena and me drowned out my words. I'd handed Sarah the moral high ground on a silver platter. A month later, I heard Sarah and Alex had split. Her affair, it turned out, was a fleeting thing, not even serious enough to last. Meanwhile, I was left with a shattered reputation, a divorce I didn't want, and a career hit my boss, who valued stability, passed me over for a promotion because of the drama. Sitting alone in my apartment, surrounded by half-unpacked boxes, I realized the cost of my revenge. I'd wanted to hurt Sarah, but I'd torched my own life in the process. That night at the gallery, I'd felt powerful, watching her squirm. But the thrill was fleeting, replaced by a hollow ache. I could have walked away, let her affair expose itself, and kept my dignity. Instead, I lit a match, thinking I could control the fire. Revenge feels like justice when you're angry. But it's a wildfire once it starts. It doesn't care who's holding the match. It'll burn everything, including you.